Sup? What is going on, my party people? As you can see, we have this green light illuminating the location because today we're talking about night vision. The green-eyed googly boy stuff that all you guys have your Zero Dark 30 Navy SEAL fantasy about. Well, I'm here to tell you that night vision is not what you think it is. Here's why. Let's start by saying night vision doesn't make you see in the dark. It makes you see light better. So on a dimly lit, totally blacked out, overcast night with no stars, no moon, night vision doesn't do a whole lot. With night vision, camouflage still works. A well-camouflaged target will not be seen if you have night vision. Here's the next thing with night vision too. It only works on an adversary that doesn't have it. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say it's a pitch black night. You have your IR illuminator, your IR laser to spot targets and all that fun stuff, right? Well, check this out. Imagine if you didn't have that night vision. What does a flashlight or a laser look like to the naked eye? A regular red or green laser and a regular light, white light, or a red light, doesn't really matter. You can see that from a good long distance away. So a third party can see that very, very well. Now let's switch your visible light and your laser to IR, right? Now, only people with night vision can see it. Well, when they can see it very, very well, and they can see it from very far away. You are one big sore thumb. So, that's how that works. Night vision only works if the adversary doesn't have it. If your adversary is even remotely near peer, they know how it works, they've trained on it, and they can see you just as well as you can see them, if not better. Because these guys probably also know how to camouflage themselves so you can't see them very well. So that's just something to keep in mind. For night vision 2, how do you plan on having it? Like on a helmet, like a PVS 14 or something, or do a night vision optic? Either way, those are pretty expensive options. And to mount it to a helmet, it's not really that easy. It's not just put it on and hope for the best. You know, the old stuff needed counterweights and all that, so today it is a little bit easier and a little bit better. But still, there's a lot to consider, depending on the night vision you have. In night vision 2, the night vision goggles and optics and all that, they're battery hogs. So how do you plan on sustaining that said night vision? Well, I bought 1 million batteries. Well, that's great. That's really great. You're going to burn through those batteries pretty quick. Because night vision stuff, like I said, it's battery hungry. Mine's rechargeable. Well, it's a really bad SHTF event. How are you going to charge it? So that's just me being a pessimist. Let's be a little realistic about this. Where in SHTF would you use night vision? Realistically, there really isn't a place to use it. Because if you are defending your homestead or your property, yeah, you can kind of use it. You own a large swath of property. Yeah, I can see where you can use it there. But if you live in the suburban hellscape or the urban hellscape most people live in, it really serves no purpose. Because if streetlights are still on, you don't need it. And if the streetlights are out, where are you going? Why are you not locking down your home? You know, everything's going to be pretty localized. Your regular white light will handle that just fine. So there's that. I'm not telling you not to buy night vision. I'm not telling you not to buy thermal. I'm telling you to think about it. Spend your money in more practical ways. You're an adult though. I can't tell you what to do. You know, so there's that. But is night vision really that important in the grand scheme? And also, how many of you guys have used it before and are trained up on it? You're going to go out and buy some night vision because you saw T-Rex arms or something with it, or you saw some other gun tuber that got handed a set of night vision, told you about how great it is. Well, when you're footing the bill for this stuff, it adds up quick too. So there's just that. But there really is nowhere to apply it in most SHTF events. Are you trained to use it too? Because I've used it. I've used it on a 50 cal machine gun, and I've used it on a what's it called, a Rhino mount. And when you're walking around with night vision, it's a little disorientating because you're walking around all stumbling and stuff. So you got to practice up on it and train on it and stuff too. So it's just something to think about. Night vision is not the saving grace you think it is, and it's not that important. You're better off working on your water preps, your medical preps, your physical fitness. That's another big one. and buy ammo. You know, ammo is a hot commodity, especially for something like this, where Eastern European calibers are not in such high supply these days. Not as much as they used to be, at least. There's a certain event in a certain place in a certain part of the world, and it's sucking up all the Eastern European AK ammo. So take that for what that's worth. Oh, one more thing. Let's talk thermal. So I switched it to red because, you know, IR, it's cool, you know, whatever. Just messing around, having some fun. Anyway, so thermal. Thermal is the new whiz-bang thing, and it kind of beats out night vision in some ways. Now, the newer thermal is a little bit better for definition and stuff, so you can kind of ID things a little bit better than you used to be able to. But check this out. With thermal, for the most part, you're seeing a shape. You're seeing, is that a deer? Is that a wild hog? Is that a person? You know? So with thermal, you can ID there's something there. But what is the thing? Is that a person? Well, maybe so. But is it a friend or is it a foe? What's in his hands? You know, things that people carry, like firearms, will be cold. You might not see him as well, but you kind of will, because you'll a hot body. Okay, I take that back. They'll see that pretty well. But how do you ID friend or foe? With the newer stuff, you can, but that new stuff is expensive, bro. So maybe get some thermal, but again, thermal too, it's expensive. So take that for what that's worth. Anyway, go forth, do great things, stay out of trouble. Deuce.